Hey guys, welcome back to Cam's Custom Backgrounds. I'm sure a lot of you, like me here in New South Wales, are currently in lockdown, so if you are, I hope you guys are doing well. A lot of people out there have been affected by this. Yeah, if you guys want to have a crack at doing your own reptile backgrounds, you know, making your animals' homes nice and welcoming to them, and also a nice centerpiece for your collection or your lounge room or something like that. It's always great to give the option of naturalistic environments for your animals. You notice a lot of difference within their behavior once you introduce them into something that is a bit more naturalistic. So yeah guys, this build here is a removable background. I've got the insulation foam panels behind me. You can get these from Bunnings. This one here is a 50mm thick. You can get them in a 30mm thick as well, and I believe they're about $15 I think for the 30mm one, and I think $25 for the 50mm one. Been in contact with Luke from Scaly Beasts, and he has given me some measurements and stuff for a green tree python enclosure of his that he would like a removable style background for. I call it removable purely because I can make them from measurement. They're a solid board, custom made or custom sized to the enclosure. Yeah, so I can go and install them after lockdown ends, and we can meet up and get it all nice and finished off. So I'll take you through the step-by-step process of how I go about this. If you guys have watched my past videos, yeah, it's going to be a similar process. I am going to be doing some different finishings, just trialing a few different things. So yeah guys, stick around. Hope you enjoy the video, hope you just learned something. And yeah, first step, measuring this, cutting it to size, gluing some panels on and getting some shape. So let's get stuck into it. Alright guys, I've gone and mixed up fairly runny, almost black pointing mix here. What I'm going to do is coat the internal of this crevice here and the underside of my two panels. I'm going to give that a couple of coats of pointing, and then I'm actually going to go over it with some black pond sealer. Now this section here, we're actually going to be using it for a basically a plant pot. So I want this thing to be nice and solid internally and also waterproof. So yes, this pointing is waterproof on its own, but under constant water conditions, I do find that it eventually absorbs in. If you're purely using it for, you know, in an aquarium or something like that, the foam, yes, is probably going to get wet eventually, but it will hold on. It won't break apart. But I just didn't want anything leaking down through the foam and doing anything like that, so I figured while I've got it out, I'll coat it up, get it all nice and secure in there. Alright guys, I've got a coat of almost black pointing on here. I'm going to go over it now with some black pond sealer. I'm going to do a coat on the underside of these, the inside of that, and then once it's all together, I'm going to coat the entire thing on the inside and seal this junction here, seal that right up so no moisture can get down between there. I may end up sticking this panel onto there with silicone across the top edge here. That'll just allow me to 100% seal that and no moisture is going to get down inside. Alright guys, this is where I'm at. It's got about 3 or 4 coats of waterproofing on this, and you can see that is quite deep down in there. That'll give the plants a nice good place to bite into the soil. So right now it's time for first coat, and I'll run you through that one as well. Guys, this is second coat done and dry, ready for third coat. You can see down through the crack there where I've left that dark with the black. Just gives that real effect of that rock sitting on top of another rock essentially. So yeah, I'll set you up and we'll get the third coat done.
Right there on top of the moon, we could sit and do nothing. I wish we were bold to just fly away. I don't wanna care, just be here and I'm good alone. I'll be okay, miss you like an old friend. Too scared now, thinking I should call up all night. think it's hard how we always wait.
Here we have it, all finished. Kind of got carried away on the last coat there and didn't really explain what I was doing throughout the process. So when I was doing my third coat, I went through, you can see the sort of reddish orangish colour that I've got coming through there. I actually went over as the third coat with that colour, and you see in the video there that I've mixed up the oxide with the water first. That's always a good practice to do anyway, because otherwise it tends to go a bit grainy and it doesn't mix through properly and you'll end up getting streaks. So I've mixed the colour I wanted, added it to just the sand coloured pointing, and then I went over and did the third coat with that. From there I then went and did a dark grey, basically similar colour to the first coat that I did. And then as that was sort of, well, because today's hot, because we're coming into spring, I've been able to go over it straight away because it was dry, and I went with some lighter greys, and then just sort of did a few highlights and stuff. You'll actually notice in this one I haven't used my airbrush. I just wanted to try something different. Yeah, it's got its purpose and I'll probably keep using it, but yeah, this one's turned out pretty good without me having to actually use it. And then as you saw there, I've gone over and done a bit of this lichen and stuff here, and it does look a little bit finger painted, but I think once you look at it in the wild and you actually really look at it, it's finger painted anyway. So I think it's come up pretty cool, and for something that I didn't really spend a whole heap of time on, this is probably honestly one of the quickest builds I've done. There is not a lot of detail in it, but that's what we were sort of going for. Well, that's what Luke asked me for. Because he's going to have plants and stuff all over this, you're not really going to be able to see a lot of it, but this adds as a nice backdrop, so it looks like, you know, the rainforest is growing in front of a natural looking rock. So and then also having these big pockets here that we can that he can plant out and have things growing out of, he's going to look absolutely insane. So I can't wait for him to get this and get it set up in his green tree pythons. So yeah guys, thanks for sticking through this video. I do have a courier bringing another couple of tanks down to me for a good friend of mine, which means the content will continue. We are, well, I'm pushing that 1,000 subs mark, and it's getting heaps close now, and I just can't believe how quick it's actually going. I only started the channel back in January or February, so I'm at 700 now, and it's awesome. I can't believe that. So I want to keep this content coming for you guys. And again, if you want to see me try anything different or anything like that, the next few builds I have are spotted python and a marbled children's python. So the spotted's probably going to be very similar to this. Children's python, not sure yet. See what I come up with at the time. But if you guys have any suggestions, want to flick me some photos or anything like that, please do. You can find me on Facebook at Cam's Custom Backgrounds, and I am in the process of probably setting up Instagram. Yes, I know I don't have Instagram. Wow, shock. But yeah, I will get set up Instagram purely for any of my reptile content. So yeah guys, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, please share the video. Hope this helps you guys out building your own. If you have any tips or want any tips or anything like that, just shoot me a message and I'm happy to help you out. So I'll catch you on the next build guys.